Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, Mr. Hendrik. My name is Marcello Thadeus, and today I'm gonna talk about cryptocurrency. And will this currency become the next international currency, changing the general traditional banking system, or not? Well, first, cryptocurrency has gained a very big amount of popularity because it is a digital form of a secured currency, and cryptocurrency itself uses cryptography as its main security system, meaning it is impossible to be counterfeit. And cryptocurrency itself can be used in many ways. For example, for investments, for digital purchasement. It is mainly used for online purchasement because how people say because how convenient it is compared to the traditional banking system. But we're gonna talk it further, and can it be the next international currency or not? Well, unlike traditional financial institutions or banking system, cryptocurrency is totally decentralized, meaning that every person that owns the crypto, such as like bitcoins or Ethereum, is have a total control over it. In normal banking systems, the company, the bank is the one that controls. For example, if we want to take a big amount of cash, we need to go to the register, we need to go to the offline office to take a big amount of cash, and like that. And the company is the one who decides whether it is our time, or maybe like they are the one that grant the permission for us to lend money or something like that. But cryptocurrency is totally based decentralized, meaning that you are the one who controls your money. You can lend it over whoever, and you can totally control it on your own. That's why it is very viral. And secondly, cryptocurrency works on blockchain system. That's why it is impossible to counterfeit. Blockchain system itself is the block in here means as a node. So each person that owns a Bitcoin have one node of every person that have Bitcoins and how much they have it, and every transaction history of every Bitcoin, of every cryptocurrency purchasement. And then when people wants to, for example, make a new purchasement with Bitcoin, the computer networks checks with each block from each owner, whether it is true or not that this person have this much Bitcoin. If it's true, the network will accept the payment and will write one new nodes for each block, known as, so this process called as blockchain, because the history is linked to one another, so that's why it's called block and chain. And however, cryptocurrency, I think it is unlikely to become an international currency. First, because it is highly volatile. It's very high. Its value. It's very fragile to rise or go down. So that's why it is highly volatile. For example, let's just wondering if a company, for example, put a value of gas, for example, or a country, and then the price of the Bitcoin rising up until 10%, it will bankrupt them easily. And then second, cryptocurrency, it is pretty much slow to process each transactions. Cryptocurrency can process only up to 7 transactions per second, which is very slow compared to the normal banking system, such as like Visa, that can process up to 10,000s of transactions every second. And third, why I said that it is unlikely to become the next international currency, because each country are very protective and monetary, and they're very protective of their own will to print money, manage inflations, to have total control of money. That's why as like I said, cryptocurrency, it's very unlikely to become the next international currency because each country don't want this decentralized system. They want to become centralized. They want to be the one who controls the money, who controls all the actions and the flow of the money itself. That's why it's very contradicting with the function and how cryptocurrency works, and that's why I say that it is unlikely to become the next international currency. So that's all of my opinion. Thank you.